Today on EA Sports. It's week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Payne. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Heath. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. Heath. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll drop the throw. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Payne. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll look to throw again. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It can change momentum in a big way.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down and inches. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The official's letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throw left side, it's reeled in by Hamilton. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Dean. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a handoff up the middle. Heath. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Dean. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But that's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out right. Able to connect with Dotson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They'll run on first down. Heath. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Heath and the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Up the middle they go. Heath. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5. His pass caught at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up.
They'll set up to throw.
Touchdown, Washington.
From 3 yards out.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Back to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. A good position to be in here, second and inches. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead on the final play of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. The Texans looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. The Chiefs trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On first down, Sellers, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Sellers, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Now a handoff up the middle. Sellers. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. Hobbs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. Back to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a handoff up the middle. Sellers, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
So that drive in total 8 plays, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. He'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Dean. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. Past the 20. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle they go. Heath. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Heath gets past one man. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Dean. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side. Heath. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Point after, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now Washington down by 2 touchdowns, and time a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. He finds his man, complete. That's Payne. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rolling to his right. He finds his man, complete. That's Dean. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. He finds his man, complete. That's Dean. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant...
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Dallas, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious.